Time for us to do some scripting in our third-person anim BP. And if you don't remember how to get there, you can come under your third-person BP blueprints folder. There is our third-person character. Let's open him up. And then remember to select this mesh. And then over in the right-hand side, the details panel over here, it's going to show us the anim class. And if we click right here, we can browse to this asset in the content browser. And you can see it's in the content mannequin animations folder. Let's double click on this to open it up, although I already do have it opened up. There's our third person anim BP, and again, you want to make sure that with your various tabs across the top here, you have the blueprint tab selected. So let's expand out our script here. We're just going to extend it a little bit from the end of our right foot script and our left foot script. We'll start with our right foot. And what we're going to do is drag off of our surface type here, our getting of the surface type after our line trace. We're going to bring in another select node. And let's position this way over towards the end of our right foot script. I'm not going to worry about putting in reroute nodes right now for this wire. And then we're going to drag off of our return value here and type in decal. Spawn decal at location is the function node we're looking for. And as soon as we did that, it changed all of our options here in our select node to be a material interface object, which is essentially looking for one of those decal materials that we just created. Okay, let's go ahead and make sure that we've hooked up our execution wires over here. And let's feed this a location right away. And the location is going to be the same as our other effects here. That's going to be the impact point of our line trace. I can extend a wire off here, plug it into our location. Now our decal size, through some trial and error, I have some decent values here. So I've pre-planned this X size of 100, Y of 25, and Z of 25. Again, I got that through trial and error. Lifespan, we got to determine how long are these decals going to exist out in the world before they go away. Let's go 5 seconds. You can see from the tooltip here that 0 equals infinite, meaning it'll just stay out there forever, which I don't recommend. Then we also need to feed this a rotation, and by default it's got -90 for the Y. Now, I do have a rotation figured out ahead of time here. So the way we're going to do this is we're going to right click, we're going to get our player, I'm typing in get player character, and then off of this we're going to drag out a wire, we're going to get our actor's rotation, our player character's rotation, then we're going to drag a wire off of this and we are going to break the rotator into X, Y, or Z. And what we want to do is our yaw rotation here. That is, if we had a line straight down through our character's head down to his feet, rotating around that axis. We're going to drag off of this, hit the plus button. We're going to do a float plus float, and we're going to add 90 degrees here, plus 90. And then we're going to drag off of the output of this, and we are going to make a rotator. And it's going to be automatically plugged into our X here, which we don't want. So I'm going to hold down the Alt key, left click here, and we want to make sure that this is plugged into the Z. That is what we want to make as our new rotator. Our current rotation, plus 90 degrees. And also, I want to respect this -90 degrees that's currently in our spawn decal at location already. So I'm going to put -90 in here. And then I'm going to plug this into our spawn decal at location. Now, I had originally hooked this all up with just doing a get player character, get actor rotation, and plug this into our spawn decal at location, and I did not get the results I was looking for. So just know that through some fiddling of the rotation that I've done ahead of time, I've determined that this is going to give us the proper decal rotation. Last thing, we need to slot in our decal in our select node. So under gravel, let's click this drop down And let's type in a decal. This is going to be for our right foot, so let's get that in there. And okay, so now we got this bit of script added on to the end of our right foot. Now let's go ahead and copy those nodes. We got 1, and I'm going to hold down Control, left click, select 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 nodes. Those 7 nodes right there, you can pause the video if you need to here to ensure this is all accurate. I'm going to now hit Control C to copy, and then we're going to come down under our left foot script, and I'm going to hit Control V right about here. We'll move this up into position, and let's make sure that we've got this execution wire plugged in. We need to make sure that we've got this get surface type plugged into our select node. So whatever surface type we got, it's going to give us a different decal. And of course, I need to change this decal because currently this is for the right foot decal. So let's search for decal again. And I got to make sure I spell it right. Decal. This is going to be for our left foot. Everything else here can stay the same. So if you need to pause the video right here, now is a good time to do so to ensure everything is looking good. All right. And with that, we will compile to make sure our script is good and save. And then let's go ahead and play this and see how we did. All right, so I am currently on a gravel surface. Of course, you will not see any footprints appearing in here because of that bug that I showed you in the engine last video. However, remember, I did apply a gravel surface material, a gravel physical material to this static mesh cube. So our footprints should be showing up on this surface. Here we go. And there you go. You can see some footprints appearing, and after 5 seconds, they are disappearing. So that is proof it is working. All right, guys, not too shabby. We've got some effects going off for when our left foot and right foots are impacting the ground, and we're also leaving behind a decal when our character's foot impacts the gravel. Let's see if you can do that for all the different surface types. That's going to do it all for this one, guys. We will see you in the next one.